everybody, welcome. Today we will be coloring from Dragons, Flowers, and Mandalas. Oh my, adult coloring book of imagination and symmetry. The illustrations are by C.L. Aldridge. So this is the book, a little bit about this book. I first saw this book on Miss Ann's channel of A Colorful Light. So this book first came to my attention. This is one of the few books, this is the first one that I did in this book. So you may have seen this on Instagram. I like doing things like this. So this one has plenty of Mandalas, but it also has some dragons and flowers. It has a lot of flowers. If you know CL, good afternoon, Nellis. Today we will be coloring this image. Yes, we're doing Christine Aldridge, CL Aldridge. Oh. That's my cardboard does not like me very much. That's what happens when you get conjugated cardboard. So today I'm bringing out the Dick Blick markers. Yes, there is a thing that's Dick Blick markers. Some of you have met. I have not brought these out in some time. So today I've decided to bring them out. This color is called Peach Blush. These are the studio markers that they do. So I haven't used these in a while, so I have no idea. Ink is even good in these. And you guys can't really smell the alcohol in these, but these are really heavily loaded with this. I have every color in this set, so. Hi, Lily Cat. These are the Blick Art markers or the Blick Studio markers. These are not the brush ones. They have brush ones, but these are the ones that have the fine point and these are the ones that have the fine point, and these are the ones that have the chisel. So you know, I can get closer. Hold on. Let me move the thing a little bit closer. How's that, guys? Can you see better now? You guys can see better. As a note, all giveaways are postponed for the time being. Just until after this pandemic is done. Now, I hope you all have been enjoying the lives. I have too. I did post the post review. I like having this cardboard. I found it in one of my orders for something I had bought. So I decided to use it as a blotted page. I brought these out because I don't normally use these. And these don't get as much love and attention from me. And I'm like, I saw them and I was like, yay. You know, during this crisis, we're finding things to do. I reorganized two of my drawers, my clothing drawers, just to make them somewhat neat. Originally didn't want to do it, but I'm like, you know, now's the time to do when you have time to do it. So then our groceries came. There were some things that were not in the grocery that I'm disappointed by. But that's neither here nor there. You just deal with it. Because they couldn't stock everything. This is apple green. I think it's just been very hard because things are just not being stocked, or they're having a demand for it being higher because of this pandemic. It just is like, it's frustrating because you want your food, but you're like, just tell me that. For whatever reason, the tips of this, the chips, the fine points on these markers, this is the only thing that I do not like about the fine tips on these markers, is they're not as good as the other marker tips. Like, wait, lavender. The thing about the Blick Studio markers, is that they are comparable to the Copics in a lot of ways. A little bit price point, I would say about $1 less than the Copics, just on the price point. So, but what else are we supposed to do? Red. And like the Copics, you can buy refills for them. And these refills, I put in here. This is where I put the refills for my Dick Blicks. I used the old container for my Artify markers, and I converted it into a holding container for my Dick Blick markers. So I reuse and I repurpose things. I believe in repurposing things. You know who likes this book too is Anne. She really loves this book because this book has some really nice pictures. Sorry guys, I was taking a sip of my coffee because My groceries arrived, so my groceries is the half an hour, so I can have my coffee now the way I like it. So what was missing from your grocery list? No, it's what? Probably have to do some cooking tonight, which I don't mind doing. Thank you, Lily Cap. These are the like studio markers there. How can milk be off the grocery list? To me, like, how could you not tell somebody, oh, we're sorry, we're out of it? Just tell us. Because then I can go to the regular grocery store and get it. See, for me, I don't order through the patties. What I do with the patties, and the way you refill a mark is pretty much the same way you refill a Copic, because you can tell that one is dead. So you take the marker like this, take it off. Whatever I don't get from my delivery service, I get from the stores down. So then you take it like you would take a Copic, right? You take it out. Then this is the refill. Take the refill. Yeah. Then you put this in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 20, you refill it in there. Usually I don't like refilling red on camera because red goes usually all over the place. And you put back in the thing when you're done. With the tweezer. That seems extreme. Then you shake it like you do with your Copic after you're done putting in the marker ink refill. The one disadvantage of these markers, though, is when you buy the refills, you have to buy from their website exclusively. That's like the only downside to it, I would say. This is called Rose Petal. Ray Lavender. So how's everybody doing during their quarantine? Everybody doing well? Keeping busy, trying to not lose their minds? Don't get me wrong, I enjoy being home, but well, the thing is, I notice in a lot of marker sets is there's not a whole lot of purples. Like, well, if purples is like pinkish purple, like a wish purple. So sometimes I have to, when I'm doing purple, sometimes I have to go into my Copics, my Parfums, and my other markers just to get the purple shades that I need because not all my purples are light enough. You know what I do, Nellis, for the beef patty when I want to make hamburgers or I want to make things? You can always use the chopped meat to make your patties. I don't actually use beef patties, but so what are you watching on Netflix particularly? Lock and Key, Vampires, Toba's Faction, Money Heist. Those are some of the things I watched on Netflix. I watched it a while back. So what are you watching on Netflix, Nellis, or you, Lily? I'd like to know what people are watching. Sometimes I'll go back and watch something. Depends on what kind of subscription you want. I'm paying about $15 a month now. But I'm watching on two screens, my TV and my computer, so it's on two screens. So the $15 is for two screens. It depends on what you're doing with it. Well, that's a good show. I liked it until they made Emma. Well, I liked it until they did that season of Frozen. Then the way they left that season off, I didn't like the way they did that. I have some issues with it. This is Rose Petal. The U series was actually very good. Actually, I thought that was actually different than what I thought. That second, did you get up to season 2 yet of the U series? because season 2 has a major twist in it that you don't see coming. Sure, it added like a major twist that I didn't. And it's so funny because the guy who plays the main character in You, he's so different in the You series. Felt that twist with love at the very end of season 2 was crazy. Like I didn't see that. I haven't done patterns in a while, so this is like a pattern for me. But that's what made it such a better season than the first season because it gave you twists and turns that you just feel like. Magenta. I heard that's supposed to be really good. I have not watched that. I watched a little bit of Hunters, the first 3 episodes. That first episode of Hunters, that opening montage, I'm like, there's a series on Amazon with Al Pacino called Hunters, and it's about Nazi people hunting Nazis, and Al Pacino's kind of the leader of the group. Um, but he's fantastic in it. But so is the rest of the cast. All of them are so good in it. That's like, anything with Al Pacino is so good. But I just thought that opening sequence in Hunters was just some of the most. I think it was one of the most, like boom, boom, boom. Like you're just like, Hi, Nika. How are you? We are coloring from Dragons, Flowers, Mandalas, Oh My, by C.L. Aldridge. So that's what we're coloring today. And today we're coloring this picture. This is green. This is bright green. And we're coloring with my Blick Studios. Now, I haven't bought these out in a long time. Yes, I know, right? I'm also using my Blick Studio markers, which I haven't used them in a really long time. I decided to bring them out because, like, occasionally you see me use one or two markers and other stuff, but I decided to bring them out today. So if you don't, we don't really talk about these markers. Most of the time you see me using my Copics, but these are really good too. Like, if you don't want to get Copics or spend the money, I'll tell you these are comparative to them. I mean, you don't get as much of a color selection, but you do get a nice selection of colors, and you can buy refills for them. So that way they are comparable. Is Caroline Nika? I'll tell you one thing about this quarantine. It's really quiet on the streets. It's like not even a normal. It's like it's weird. So on the green. Okay, so I know that. Thank you. Maybe someone can tell me. It's like it's surreal to see that, but here's the thing: it won't always be like that. So someone tell me what this is supposed to be. Yes, I got this Game of Thrones book, but I cannot tell what the first image is supposed to be because I started doing it and I'm not like, you guys know that I don't do really spirals. Can someone tell me what this is supposed to be when I'm done with it? Oh, I think I know now. Now that I'm seeing it up close, I think it's Oh, it's funny because I can't see it when I'm doing it, but on camera I can see it. Yeah, it's funny because when you go through it, you don't see it, but on camera I see who it is. That's weird. On camera, I'm starting to see who this is. Yeah, it's funny because it is a face, but I can only see it on camera. But when I'm doing it, I don't see it. That's really weird. I think it's meant to be Marjorie Tyrell. Now that I see that. Yeah, it's been quiet, like dead quiet for about a week, you know. Pink. Very quiet, but you know, it's the way that this epidemic or pandemic has struck, it's just like boom, boom, boom. Every other day you hear about all these cases, and you're like, is it ever going to end? Lilac. Well, here's the way that I understand that it works. Like, they're not really clear on how it works. Very, very. I can tell what the fuck. But we're not really even sure about everything that's come out about this. This is red. What about the refills? You can buy the refills. Even the refills are nice in this. Horizon blue. This is peach bleach. This is Horizon blue. It's a really nice color. Even the refills are sold out? Wow. Sometimes things go faster than we can even think that they would be sold out. This is gray lavender. Peach bleach. Um, she's doing the. I guess because of the pandemic, people are inside more. Horizon blue. You have to keep that in mind too, because people are inside, they might be needing the supplies more that they use. Sparkle Pop. Purple. Raising her glitter obsession. Yes, I have a little tiny obsession with glitter. Not all my pictures are glitter, but I wish I could buy the Pentel Sparkle Pops. In those colors. You must see the glitter. And we must thank Mama Fruit Bat as well. Not for Mama Fruit Bat, I would not have gotten this book. I wish I could buy several of these colors because I would buy. This is the color that I probably use the most on all my Pentel sparkles. On my second one of these. They actually do, but they're really, really expensive to buy them. Really, they're like about $30 to buy the 60. There's a set of them. Yes, Christine's books are nice. And Christine also has an Etsy shop, so. Pink. It's funny because their chisel tips are better, but their fine tips are not as cool. These are really, really nice. I'm starting to like these. The more I use something, the more I really start to like it. Then I'm coloring out of Dragons, Flowers, and Mandalas. Oh My by Christine Aldridge or C.L. Aldridge. So that's what we're coloring today. Magenta. What was wrong with your printer that you have to be messing with it? Did you forget stuff? Was jammed in it, or was something else jammed in it? Sometimes things happen. I know because I'm low on black ink for my printer. I just because I have to try I have the triple one, the tri-carats one for me. Like I buy two ink cartridges for my printer. One is the tri-ink, which is the three colors, and then the black one. So just for two more black cartridges. So that way, if I run out of ink, I'm prepared for this. See, this darkened. It started off light like this, right? And then it darkened. You notice that, guys? I didn't even notice that till it got darker. Hey, lavender. All the great lavender is taken care of. Now we do peach blush. And we're using the Blick Studio markers. Why does not turn pink like the other ones? Hmm. And that is the right pink. Then this is blue. This is horizon blue. See, but it gets darker. For whatever reason, this color is getting darker. Hi, Jen. How are you, Jen? Red. You know, it's funny, right before I started my stream, I got my groceries delivered too. Me and Nellis were talking about it earlier in the stream. How some items were missing from the grocery. So, you know, and these things happen. Penthouse Sparkle Pop. Well, here's the thing. Not everything is in stock because people are buying things crazy. And they weren't able to deliver my chicken. Mm. That seems to be the consensus. There's always one thing not in the grocery that you need or want. You know, me and my mother, we were cooking, we've been doing different things. Sometimes we order out, but it's kind of weird to see that where all the restaurants are. But it's just surreal to see it. So very. And we're using the Blick Studio markers too, so in like really long time. I wanted to take them out because it would do something with them. Pink. No, that's not what I needed. Quad peach. Pink. Mm-hmm. That's good that they'll be sending me some ink cartridges. At least we got services like Amazon still delivering to us peach blush. Mm. Horizon Blue. Now the other Blick Studio markets, it's funny because if you get the refills, they have like numbers on them. So I guess the other set, which is the brush set, has numbers on it. Because if you get the refills, it's the same colors basically that are in the brush tip that are in Best too. But the brush tips have numbers, so. There's an old expression, Kim, live and learn. We just do the best with what we have. Now that there's a delivery option for you, you can continue to use it. That's okay. And Kim, I think enabled this book because I saw it on their channel, and then as soon as I saw it on their channel, I just had to have it. Yes, I will always forgive you, Michelle. Mm-hmm. I'm not really. It's funny because it has to be the right book for me for Paul. I think I have maybe one or two of her books, but I don't do it all the time because I have to be in the mood, and I'm not going to be buying books I genuinely don't like just to add to the collection. At this point, it's not about I have a lot of things. Yeah, the quarantine can kind of screwing with people's minds. It's okay, Robin. We are enjoying this book. This book is called It's called Dragons, Flowers, Mandalas. Oh My by C.L. Aldridge. Now, who do you think this book was enabled by? And they love C.L. Aldridge on their channel. Yes. This is the thing. I'm not getting notifications either when people are live anymore. Like the only one that I get a notification that's live is Michelle. It's kind of weird because the days seem to be kind of blending into one another, and you kind of forget. This pink is weird because it gets darker. It doesn't get lighter. Rose petal, and we're using my glitter. It's a weird thing because people aren't getting notifications. So oh, you just like you and Kim are very funny together, Michelle. Very, very. Oh, what's your daughter's channel about? Is it a coloring channel, a crafting channel, a reading channel? The blended tree. I like that. That's a really interesting name for a channel. What's it gonna be about, Shara? Your daughter's new channel. Coloring, crafting, diamond painting, reading, books. Yes, Kim had some issues with her printer, Michelle. About their family, 3 kids, husband living in New York. Oh, okay, sure. I'll have to check that out later. Once the stream is over, I'll check out that blended tree. It's got to be hard, Shar, to be away from the grandchildren during this time. All right. Very, very. This is rose petal. No, I mean peach bleach. I didn't say rose petal. No, peach bleach. That's awesome. So then we got pink. You must be very happy, Shara, to be a grandmother. That just seems to be a wonderful thing. And when I saw this person did, I was enabled. Yes, I saw this on Anne's channel, and I was like, Miss Anne enabled me, but Miss Anne accused me of enabling her in one of her recent purchases. So, right? Then she shows this beautiful thing. Shara does have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful grandchildren. If you ever get a chance to see the pictures, they are beautiful grandchildren. We're coming in the end now. So here's the horizon blue. I love this color. I think all sets should have all market sets should have horizon blue, forest blue in them. But I did film a flip through of this, so there'll be one coming up soon, along with a few other flip throughs that I did. So then we do our Pentel Sparkle Pop. You never know. Yeah, she is funny. She is so funny, but her cats are even more funny because sometimes her cats will do little things in the video. Like they'll meow or they'll go on there. I particularly like seeing Kenzie and Oliver in the videos. I miss seeing them. Like, yeah, we get to see their butts. But I would like to see more of them again. And cracks me up. So this is what the thing looks like. But when you go up there, you see that there's shine there. So that is that. But this one has some really cute little dragons in it too. So don't discount that because there's a lot of cute little. Where did that come from? Mm, not sure where that came from. I know because my mother had a ticket. We were supposed to go somewhere, but now because of this pandemic, everything has totally changed how something gets perceived. Just putting the markers away. Thank you guys. It really was fun. I like doing this. This one has a lot of mandalas, but it also has a lot of interesting things in it. It's funny because I couldn't see anything in this. For whatever reason, I've been doing this, and for whatever reason, I couldn't see anything. And then when I put it to the camera, I start seeing what the actual face looks like. Like that's weird because you can't see it, but as now that I look in the camera, I see what it is. It's funny because I couldn't see what it was before. But when I put it in the camera, I see a face, so I find that funny. This is so I'm kind of like, oh, I now get how this is done. Yes, and I'm a big Game of Thrones fan, and I remember seeing this on someone's finished pages last month. This book, so that's why I got it, but I cannot remember who had it in their finished pages. So we'll be filming the finished pages soon, so that will be done soon too. That was funny. that now that I put it on camera, I could see the face. No problem, Caroline. So, anyway, guys, so this is where we'll end the stream, and I hope you all have had a good day. I'm not sure who's next. I think maybe Michelle. Are you streaming late? Are you streaming after me? Or whoever's streaming while I'm streaming? So, anyway, everybody, I think there is a supernatural version. I think depending on what you like, there's a version for everything. Okay. Go to Michelle's because she's still streaming. Bye, everybody.